Hello everyone, my name is Arkangel and today we're going to talk about a game called Alchemia Story. It's a game made by a company called ASOBIMO, and yes, it's a Japanese company. And the first thing that I have to say I liked a lot was the avatar design. It's very good and it allows you to create your own anime avatar. It's very detailed. If you want to, there's also like a shortcut that you can take so you can make this a little bit faster. And I created this guy called Yome that is your companion during this game, and I'm going to talk about that later on. I used to play some time ago another game from ASOBIMO called Toram Online. Is, in my opinion, kind of good, and I was wishing that they could do a better game back then. And I have to say that the good things they do are also reflected in this game. The character design and also the environmental design that is very good in this game is much better, and I have to say it's very beautiful everywhere you look at. Maybe some things here and there, but in general they are actually very well made, and this is something that they at least from my perspective they always do very well. So I wanted to talk about Yome, that is this companion that you have during the game, and I have to say this was actually a very good idea because I remember in Toram Online, even though I had my other friends there, sometimes I will find myself being alone, and I don't know, it was a little bit frustrating or sad, however you want to call it. But the thing that I feel with Yome is that he's not just a companion, he is basically driving the game. Because your avatar doesn't appear in any of the cinematic scenes, he's always talking, he's the one that kind of makes the decision, he's the one that guides you everywhere, and he's not a companion. He's basically co-protagonist at this point of the story, and that was, at least from my point of view, kind of bad because he's supposed to be just a companion. If you want someone to guide you through the quests, you have to do just what everybody does. Just put an arrow somewhere or on the map, and that's it. Something that I find annoying in this game is that there's a lot of dialogue, and all the dialogue from the quests are voiced. And this is actually very good voice acting, but it's very annoying because every single dialogue, sometimes there's a lot of dialogue that is not necessary and everything is voiced, and you don't have to voice every single dialogue because that's just not necessary. And there are some things like, for example, Yome in when you have the cinematic scenes, he's not in the same height as you created him, because my Yome, it's actually the tallest you can be in the game. So when he's talking to other characters, because he's always talking to other characters, he looks the same height as everyone else. And most of the characters are short, high. Okay, so now let's talk about the thing that I always talk about. The menus. And oh my god, oh my goodness, I have to say that I found the navigation poorly organized. Items are not well described, in my opinion. Also, something that I didn't like is that the items don't have pictures, just I think the clothing, and when you buy an armor you're going to find the avatar, putting them on. But I think that in general items should have pictures just to make the navigation and buying things faster. You don't have to read everything. Also, I think the fonts are very small. And this was a problem also in Toram Online. I think the fonts are very small in size. And also buying things is also a little bit complicated, and oh my goodness, yes, how could I forget this? The translation, the English translation is very bad. It looks like it was made on Google Translate, and I'm not kidding. Oh my goodness, they have to do this better for their other games. I hope so. And the loading screens. Oh my goodness, there are so many. They are everywhere. I had to edit them all out of the video because it was going to be very annoying. Even when you access the store, it has loading screens and it's very annoying. I don't know exactly why this happens because, you know, I criticize these games, but at the end of the day, I think that making games is always complicated and sometimes companies don't have all the money to make them like as well as they thought it could be. But I think this was very annoying still. So at the end, I think that I was hoping that this game was going to be much better because as I played Toram Online, I stopped playing that game because I don't know, it was kind of boring and I was always alone. Even though I had some friends, they weren't always there. So the Yome idea is actually very good, but they have to make that carefully so they don't like overshadow the gamer. So I think this game at the end is better than Toram Online, and there are a lot of things that they could improve, because I think that the games should be improved and made so new gamers can have a smooth start and play longer and spend more money at the end, because that's what a company wants, right? To gain more money. And guys, don't get me wrong, I used to play Toram Online. I really enjoyed the game from, you know, some time, and I stopped at some point because it was getting repetitive and boring. But I think that at the end this company has a bright future. But you know, they have just to improve a little bit, and I think they have other game called Eternal. It's just in Japanese. I would like to play it. I don't know exactly how can I do that, but let's see what I can do. But at the end of the day, I think that they actually make very good games, and I hope they do better. So guys, I think this is the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Give a like if you liked it and let me know what you think. Bye.